I need to pray for strength. Verse 28, he says, my soul weeps because of grief. Strengthen me according to your word. Researchers in the University of Virginia found that most people perceive a hill to be steeper than it really is, especially if they're carrying a heavy load or they're tired. For instance, when they estimate the slope of a hill, those who were participating in this survey consistently misjudged it, thinking that a 10-degree slope on a hill was actually 30 degrees. They thought it was a much steeper kind of slope. Now, what does that all mean? Well, it means this. Have you ever noticed that when you're burdened down, when you're exhausted, when you're tired, when you're fatigued, you're wore out, that even a small little problem can sometimes seem like the biggest gigantic thing that you've ever had to go through in your life? You ever felt like that? It's like we've just made a molehill into a mountain. I want you to understand something about the strength that we have as children of God during tough times. Our strength isn't trying to become stronger so that we can handle it by ourselves. That's not the point. That's not the objective here. It's not a matter of personal strength. What it's all about is depending upon God, relying upon Him. And so when you're going through tough times, you need to plug in to God's strength and depend upon Him. You know why? Because those tough times have a draining influence on your life. They drain you physically, don't they? When you're going through tough times, stress, problems in your life, don't you have a tendency to get sicker more often? Colds, flu? Sure. They drain you physically. How about emotionally? How about intellectually? Do you start having this blurry kind of thinking like, boy, I can't focus, I can't concentrate, I can't remember? All because of the tough times that you're going through. Well, tough times drain you spiritually as well. They drain you of the vitality that you need. And so we need to turn to God and depend on Him in order to be able to be strengthened to make it through those tough times. Now, the good thing about the strength that God gives us is this. God doesn't ask you to bear tomorrow's burdens with today's strength. You know what He does? He renews your strength daily. God always gives enough strength for each step you take. He renews it daily as we need it. And what's even more, this is great about God's strength. You can never exhaust it. So no matter how tough your time is that you're going through, no matter how difficult it might be, you'll never drain God of the strength, the resource that He has available to you. It's always there. So you can constantly draw from it. Psalm 138 and verse 3, it says, when I pray, you answer me and encourage me by giving me the strength I need.